Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and tonight we are going to be making a Captain America cookie. And to do that, we're going to make a regular chocolate chip cookie, but it's going to be decorated like Captain America. And I was looking for something, excuse me. I was looking for something that would be nice and easy I can do in a live stream that kind of honors Stan Lee, who most of you might have known, passed away yesterday. He was the creator of a lot of the whole Marvel, characters pretty much. So really cool. I think we'll do this, and it's something that we can make on camera here tonight in this live stream. So hello everyone for coming on over on Facebook. Tina, hi, how are you? YouTube, we got Fade Gaming, Jayla Davis. I think you told me how to say your name before. Ismail, let's see, Kyler, how are you? Janie Davis, hi. Zekima, hi, how are you? Joe and Jack's Plush Videos, hello. So, yeah, great. I'm glad everyone's coming on board. Hannah, how are you? I'm glad you can make it. Keisha, you're here as well. Okay, cool. Ivory, nice. Dave, cool. Hannah, yep. So we're going to get into making this, and to do this, like I usually do on a live stream, we try to make things simple because we don't have much time. I try to keep my live streams under an hour long. And to do that, we are going to make just from a cake box mix, or a bag in this case. So that's what we're going to make our cookie from. So we're going to make the cookie first. We got to do that, and then we can move on. Now I'm going to put it in this tart pan here. Just to make it easier so I can pop it out. But we got to make the actual cookie dough first. So let's get started on that. Drew, how's it going? So we will do this. I'll angle the cameras down so we can get to it. Now I already have 1 stick of butter, which is ½ a cup. And that's softened at room temperature. I actually put it in the microwave a little bit. We're going to put 1 large egg in here. Does the cookie type matter? It does not matter. I was even thinking about doing it with a sugar cookie, but it really doesn't matter whether you use sugar cookie, chocolate chip cookie. It really doesn't matter. So we have that, and that's the best part about this. It's only really a couple ingredients if you're using this cake box mix. We can put that in there, mix this up. That's my oven. I preheat my oven to 375 degrees. Let's mix this. Hopefully it won't be too loud. So yeah, if you don't know, Stan Lee passed away yesterday. He was 95 years old, so he lived a good life, and he did a lot of good things. Obviously, he entertained so many of us with his comic books. I didn't really read the comic books, but of course the heroes, the superheroes, Superman, of course, Batman. That's good enough. All right, so now that we got that made, what we're going to do is put this on our tart pan. I am going to spray this first, just a little bit, if I can find my cooking spray. Yep. There we go. Doesn't need a lot because it does have a lot of butter in the actual dough itself. Your mouth waters more. You do. Cool. All right. So now what we're going to do is turn this out onto our tart pan. Now you can use a pie pan, that will work as well. And I think I told you I already preheated my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just pushing this down because we're trying to make a circle out of this, because it is going to be a Captain America cookie, so the big circle like the shield. And it's quite sticky, so it is tough. I should probably, you know what I should do? I should use some parchment paper or wax paper to help push it down. Because it's just sticking to my hands right now. So if I use some, let's try some wax paper. So using some wax paper, that should help it so we can push it down a little bit easier so it doesn't stick to our hands. And we want to get this pretty thin actually, because it will puff up as we bake it. So get it nice and thin. And once I get all that done, then I can show you what we're going to do for the topping of it, how we're going to top this thing to really make it look like the Captain America shield. Yeah, the wax paper is so much better than using your fingers. So if you use wax paper or parchment paper to help push this stuff down, it's so much better. So take that as a tip. We're making this big circle here for the Captain America shield. I think that's pretty good. Right, like that. There we go. Not bad. Hello over on Facebook to Pam Neal and Helen. Great idea. That's what Tina says. So what we're going to do right now, I've already preheated my oven to 375 degrees. We're going to just bake this at 375 degrees, and we're going to see how long it takes, because it never takes as long as the directions say on the box. So I'm going to start off with 8 minutes at first just to see. I don't think it'll be done then, but as I make a mess. Also, what we're going to do now is I have some of these. These are peppermint M&Ms because I wanted to get the white and the red. And then I also needed the blue ones, which comes in just the regular M&Ms. This is what we're going to use to decorate the top of our thing. We got to separate them, though. And I started a little bit before the live stream separating them. That's always the hard part. Maybe I can answer some questions as I'm separating them. And this is just a box of all the other color ones all together. I really, out of this bag, I just want the blue and red. There's no white in this bag. So I'll read some comments as we do this and as we wait for our cookie to cook. Cookie Monster wants cookies. Dave, this is probably going to be the best for Stan Lee. Yeah, I'm going to miss Stan Lee. Yep, his superheroes. Yeah, he came out with a lot of superheroes. That's a great idea. And hi from Greensboro, Georgia. Hello, and thank you. Thanks for joining. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves this Tuesday night. Can you make churros next? Maybe in the next live stream. So yeah, we're just separating this, and he said I'll answer some comments while we go through this. As you know, I will eat these other M&Ms. Hopefully, I think we'll have enough blue after I, because it doesn't need a lot of blue. That's the best part about this. It does need some red and white, which, like I said, it'll get out of the other bag. I think that's good enough for the blue. So I'll move this. I'll put this back in here. And then we'll get to the, I think blue's good. I'll set that aside. The M&Ms sound like coins. It does sound like coins, like a slot machine or something. April shared it. Thank you so much. I love it when you share my videos. That's so awesome. It's just nice to know that people enjoy it. Now these peppermint M&Ms are a little bigger, but that's good. That'll take up more room. But the best part is these, it's just white and red, so it'll be easier to separate these. A lot easier separating them. Yeah, so hope everyone's having a good Tuesday and everyone's doing well. Hopefully, if you're living in California, you're not in the direct line of those fires. I hope they get them under control soon. It's a shame. And let's see, it's not going to be the same without Stanley's. Yeah. His cameos, yeah, and all his different movies. Yeah, I used to see him on like Big Bang Theory all the time. He would do his cameos. Like the videos. Thank you, Terry. Oops. I don't. Let's see. You should make Mountain Dew Skittles. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Mountain Dew Skittles. That would be something else for sure. So Christmas stuff is going to be coming out soon. Probably in about a week, I'll start doing my Christmas videos. It won't be every day on YouTube, but it will be more often than just once a week. Of course, on Facebook, it will pretty much be every day. So it looks like I got enough red. That's the good thing. I don't know about the white, might be cutting it close, but I have another bag of those if I need to get into them. So these are the peppermint flavored ones. So we got our red, white, and blue. I'm just going to set that aside. And we'll angle this up, and I will talk to everyone for a moment while we're waiting for our cookie to get done cooking. Hello, Rita. How are you? Crunchy Scott, what kind of Christmas stuff? Well, just about anything food related on Christmas. I like to make, as I do every year, I like to make all the different food related stuff. I would say anything dessert, really. Could be, not dessert, could be just regular food, but regular food. You know what I mean? Savory. But yeah, Christmas stuff already out. You're right. Christmas stuff is already out everywhere. I'm kind of holding on. I want it to be at least closer to Thanksgiving. I know next Thursday is Thanksgiving, not this Thursday coming up, but the next one. So I'm going to wait at least a week to start putting the Christmas stuff out. I have a lot of them to put out, of course. I have a lot of videos for Facebook that I'm going to be putting out. Some of them were stuff I made last year. So yeah, I do plan on putting a lot of those. Yeah, turkey first. Yeah, that's my rule. I don't like to do anything Christmas related until after turkey, which is Thanksgiving here in the US. I know I got people all over the world that watch. But yeah, I try to do Thanksgiving, then Christmas. But I am going to go a little early this year. And let's say next Monday or Tuesday, I will probably start my Facebook sharing of my Christmas stuff. We'll get that going next week. You have to be early, right? You've been practicing your gingerbread. I saw that, Hannah. I saw your post, Hannah, on Twitter. I believe I saw it on Twitter or Instagram. I saw it somewhere. You had posted different things with gingerbread. Pretty cool. They look good. So Bonnie says hello on Facebook. How are you? So yeah, so right now, if you joined late, what we're doing is we're making a Captain America cookie. And it is made out of a chocolate chip cookie that's in a circular pattern. It's actually in a tart pan, just to keep it circular. It's in the oven right now, and it's probably going to need another at least 6 minutes or so. It's going to need at least 6 or 7 minutes in the oven for the cookie to cook. And as the cookie was cooking, what we did was we have some M&Ms. I have red M&Ms, white M&Ms, and blue M&Ms. So I separated all those because that's going to go on top. But how are we going to hold those M&Ms on there? Well, again, since it's a live video, I am using just regular store-bought icing. This is just white. You can use any color you want. Hello, you're new here. Well, thank you for joining, Randy. I'm glad you're here. Hello from Wisconsin. Hello. So yeah, we're making all kinds of stuff. What we're doing here is the Captain America cookie. And yep, it's going to be fun. Why do you do more videos on Facebook than on YouTube? Good question. The reason I do more on Facebook is because a lot of those videos are videos I had made before on YouTube, which was edited differently for Facebook. I can do more videos on YouTube or on Facebook than on YouTube. So that's why I do more. And it's a different audience on Facebook than YouTube for the most part. Some people are on both, but it's a different audience and it's different. So people kind of look on Facebook as something quick. So they see it and they see something that's maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes long, and they share it with friends and stuff. Where on YouTube, they see a video and they want to really get into the video itself, you know. So it's just a different atmosphere. So you try to accommodate everyone and make everyone happy. So it's just different. It's more involved with the editing on YouTube than on Facebook. I watch on both. I was just curious, wondering. Yeah, no problem. They're good questions. Hello from St. Louis, Michigan. Huh. I didn't know there was a St. Louis, Michigan. That's weird. But I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of places like that. There's Cincinnati, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Kentucky. I didn't know that until I flew into the airport at Cincinnati, Kentucky. So it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, I am going to open this up because it has child-proof locks. How do I open this thing? Oh, there we go. We'll figure it out, right? Smells good. So yeah, that's going to be our icing we're going to put on, and then we'll put our M&Ms on top of that. Hello from Nebraska. Hello. Kansas? Okay. So hi, fun. Me. So yeah, we're going to do this. Iron Man, Hulk, Thor. Yes, there's lots of people. I was thinking about doing something like Iron Man's, or I'm sorry, Thor's hammer. But it was going to be too involved. And I said, I can't do that in a live video because Thor's hammer, you know, it's very involved what I was thinking about. So yeah. Hi, Tanya. Hello. Hi, Catherine. Cool. So we are just waiting on our cookie to finish cooking, and it won't be long. It's coming along. It's another few minutes or so. Hi from Pennsylvania. Hello, I'm Marilyn. A big southern wave from Boone, North Carolina. Well, hello, Dave from Boone, North Carolina, and hello, Patty. Awesome. So yeah, this is great. I love talking to you guys. Let me angle that down a little bit. Again, that glare is killing me. I don't know why my computer is picking up glares all of a sudden. It didn't before, which is weird. But yep, we're just waiting on a cookie. Let's see, anything else you guys want to talk about? Questions, comments, videos. Last week I did an apple recipe, which was pretty cool on the live, and I did it on the YouTube video. Hi from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Cool. So yeah, so last week we did apple, and the reason why is when I think of fall, I think of apple for some reason. I think just because that's what a lot of people kind of push, either apple or pumpkin pie or something like that. So it's just really fun. Wow, there's a lot of Marvel fans on here. Yeah, there are, and with a lot of Marvel fans around the world, really. Oh, hi from New Orleans. Cool. I've never been to New Orleans. I always wanted to go during why can't I think of what it's called? But around Easter, I can't even think of what it's called. Mardi Gras. That's what it is. I always wanted to go to New Orleans during Mardi Gras, and I've never been during Mardi Gras. So I've never been at all. So definitely got to do that sometime on my bucket list. Hello, Sherry Moore. How are you? Yeah, so the cookie shield has been made with Vibram. I don't know what that word is. Is that vibranum dough? Vibranum dough? I don't know what that word is. But yeah, I've seen it made before. This isn't the first time it's been made for sure. But the cookie shield is a fun thing to do. And it's kind of like a tribute to Stan Lee. Yep. So we're just waiting on our cookie. It says, I'm going to guess about 3 more minutes on the cookie. And then, of course, we do have to let it cool down a little bit before we top it, because it'll just melt the stuff off. Crunchy Stop with NOLA this summer. NOLA. Oh, Northern Louisiana. Ah, you'll love it. Okay. New Orleans. Sorry. NOLA. I'm thinking New Orleans, Louisiana this summer. Huh. Cool. It's morphin time. That's what Justin says. That's pretty cool. You made apple pie cake. Tasted good whipped cream instead of frosting. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Whipped cream instead of frosting. Nice. I have been thinking of doing live videos. Any tips you can give me? Just make something or do something that you enjoy doing. I would say that, because I enjoy cooking or baking. So I do that. That's what I do on the live videos. And if you have an audience that also enjoys watching you cook or bake or whatever it is you want to do on your live, that'd be great. Do you have any diabetic recipes? Because you're diabetic. Ooh, I am very bad at that. Most of my recipes are not good for people who are diabetic, and my mother's diabetic. So, but you know, it's not really, the stuff I make is usually bad for people with diabetes. But it's a fun stuff, and if you know what your requirements are, then just, you know, follow that. Vibranium. I can't talk. Karate Joe says. Yeah, it's morphin time. That brings me back to my old days. That's pretty cool when I was a kid. Hi, Toxic says, do you think that Aquaman can beat Spider-Man? Ooh, now we're getting deep questions here. Spider-Man versus Aquaman. I don't know. Well, it depends on where they are. I guess if they're in the water, I would say Aquaman, right? But on the side of the building, you have to say Spider-Man. Spider-Man beats Aquaman. That's what Karate Joe says. So Tina says, be right back. Cool. So what do you guys think? Spider-Man versus Aquaman, who would win? And why? It's like a pop quiz right here while we're waiting on our cookie to cook. Well, it's getting close. Nice browning around the top. It is. And that's why I say try to make that cookie as thin as possible. Push it down as thin as possible, because the thicker it is, the longer it takes to cook. So thank you. Spider-Man is on. You have a lot of cool new merchandise. I am a huge fan of long sleeve, and I may have to buy one. Cool. Yeah, that's another good point too. I forgot to mention, in the bottom of my videos now, there's what's called a shelf. You can, on YouTube anyway, there's a thing you can buy any of the merch, and there's quite a bit to choose from, and you can change colors. There's white, black, blue, and you can get like a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, a hoodie, a mug, whatever you like. Oh, right now it's all FunFoods. I'm trying to think of something cool to put on a shirt. I don't know what, but it's really something like that. But it's called a merch shelf that plays underneath my videos. So if you look down, like I think it's right above the comments or below the comments, somewhere around there. It's like below the description, but above the comments. It'll have the merch shelf on YouTube, and you can get a link, and it's through Teesprings, which is how you can get the merch. You can also follow in the description. It has a link to the merch in the description of the video as well. But it's really cool. You made it with cake mix. Oh, cool. Yep. I made this not with cake mix. It's a cookie mix, but it comes in a box like cake mix. Aquaman would win. Over on Facebook, Cheryl says Aquaman would win. Webs don't like water. Good point, Sherry. Good point. So for the whole Aquaman Spider-Man debate, who will win? Sherry says Aquaman win because webs don't like water. I didn't think about that. Let's see. My timer's going off. Sorry you're late to the party. I'm glad you're here. Hellraiser 988. Ooh, that might be done. Let's see. I will let you guys be the judge if that's done. So we're going to angle this down. We're going to pull our cookie out of the oven. And I'll let you see what it looks like. And you can tell me if it's done. It's close, I can tell you that. It's either done or almost done. Your catchphrase is, I don't know what. Yeah, that's a good catchphrase. What do you think? What do you think? It's nice golden brown. Should keep my M&Ms away from it for right now. I think it's pretty good. It could go in a little bit longer, but up to you guys. What do you think? Let's see. Nice. That looks, cookie looks delish. Did you heard about wildfires? Yes, I did hear about the wildfires. I hope all of you guys are safe, and hopefully they will get rain in the near future, and hopefully the wildfires be under control and no more people will lose their lives or their houses and everything. It's sad. So I'm going to angle the cameras back up at the moment. I think this is good. So we're hungry now. Oh, you'd be really hungry if you could smell this right now. Smells so good. So I'm going to angle my cameras up. And we'll talk a little bit more before we decorate this. Got to angle that up more. You're welcome, Donna. Yep. Yep. Dave, you know, cookie jars. Has Dave been eating all your cookies, Hannah? So, yep, we are. That is really crooked. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, so we're waiting for our cookie to cool down before we top it. If we try to top it too much, the frosting is just going to melt and everything's going to slide off, and that won't be good. So we got to cool this down. That is the hard part of making this. You have to wait for things to cool down. So I might. It's risky, but we'll do it. Look at that. That way, because it has the separate pan underneath of it, that'll help it cool a little bit more, getting more airflow. All right. Yep. So everyone loves a good chocolate chip cookie, I think. Now you're getting starving. The air small bad. Oh, the air, yeah, the air quality in California for the wildfires is really bad. Hopefully that won't lose connection for Facebook. I hate when, and they're just telemarketers trying to call me. Yeah, cookies are all mine. Waiting for someone to invent something like TV from Charlie and the Charlie Factory, but for smelling things, like smell-o-vision. Salted caramel chocolate chip cookies are the best. You know what? They are the best. I do love those. Chocolate, yeah, salted caramel chocolate chip cookies. That's a very good point there. Elizabeth over on Facebook says. And I do. I love I like salted caramel stuff, especially chocolate stuff. No way I'm going to snatch that cookie. Yes, it looks amazing. It's so hot right now, though. I need it to cool down. Once it cools down, then we can decorate it. So, yeah. I wouldn't be able to eat cookies at the moment. Oh, why not? You see them at work every day? Oh, no. Do you work at a bakery, Elizabeth, or something? Looks great. Just needs more chocolate. True. Well, that's what we'll be doing with our little M&Ms, of course. And, oh, I know what we need to make too. Ah, good. That's what I almost didn't make. What we need to do is we need to make the star. And I'm not going to use this for the star. I'm not going to use M&Ms. You're a chocoholic tonight. I'm a chocoholic all the time. Arby's. Oh, cool. So Elizabeth says she works at Arby's. That's awesome. I'm so glad I didn't miss out. I'm glad you're here as well. Definitely Thanos and Watchers Prison Battle Claims. Not Corner Coffee. Stan Lee was an amazing comic book artist. Yep. Gingivitis and you're a chocolate. Yeah, I saw that. All right. So yeah, we got to make the star, and we can do that a couple different ways. Actually, I'm going to do it at the end. I'm going to melt down some white chocolate and just draw a star on there. That normally I would want to actually melt the chocolate and draw the star ahead of time, and then let it hard up, and then put it on there, because we try to draw over top of it, you might mess it up, which I still might do. We'll see. Here, we'll see. I have, where's, oh, that's blue. Okay, I need to find my white candy melts, because that's what I forgot. You love chocolate chip cookies. Your grandma made. Yeah, grandmothers tend to make chocolate chip cookies better than anyone else. I don't know why. So it's just the way it is. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. Hold on one second. Let me grab some white candy melts. So I'm back. All right, so what I'm going to use is some white candy melts. We're going to melt these down, and I'm going to make the star from that while we're waiting for our cookie to cool down. And so I'm just going to put these in the bag, not all of them, or in a bowl. I don't know what I'm talking about here. I said a bag. And you just want to melt those in the microwave. You want to melt them down about 30 seconds at a time until they completely melted. Thought it was invincible, but now I am trying to turn around. Grandma has secret spices that makes everything better. Yeah, Grandma must have secret spices that make everything better, I guess. It's called love. That's what Karate Joe says. That's awesome. Grandmas are the best. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so as that is melting away in the microwave, I am getting a piping bag ready, because that's what we're going to pipe our star on, or with, not on. I cannot talk tonight. I don't know why. Used to make a huge batch of chocolate chip cookie dough, but would make 3 types from one batter: white chocolate macaron or macadamia, dark chocolate with pecans, and semi-sweet with, and she'll go on. Let's see. Grandmas have age wisdom, and each one has their own special secret ingredients besides the love. Yes. When's your next Nerf gun fight? Oh, yeah. So Karate Joe is talking about at VidCon. VidCon, they had this Nerf battle, which is really cool. If you haven't seen, I know a lot of people are here for the food, and I get it, my food videos, but back in June or July, whenever VidCon was in California, they had a Nerf, like a Nerf battle area, and they would say, go. We all had Nerf guns, and you'd go and you collect all the Nerf darts from the ground. And then you were in there for like 5 minutes shooting people with Nerf guns. It was really cool, really fun video. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's It's called, I think the video is just called, it's like VidCon 2018. It might be called something else. I can't remember. So we're just stirring our chocolate right now. This is our white chocolate. This is what we're going to use to make the star. We're still waiting on our cookie to cool down. So our cookie is coming along. It's still warm, obviously. It's not going to be completely cool when I do this, but it's going to be cool enough to where we can decorate it and make it look like the Captain America cookie that would, you know, everyone will recognize, the Captain America shield. I am going to move the cookie out of the way. So we're going to move this. This is the cookie in case you came on late. We're letting it cool down. It's nice round, just like the shield. Just moving that aside. All right, good. And we're going to get some more wax paper. Here, I'm going to angle this down. Elizabeth, this is amazing. All right, so here we go. What we're going to do is I'm going to get some more wax paper. Not a lot. So we're going to make a star that's going to go in the middle of the cookie, and I'm going to use the chocolate. This is why I like to make it ahead of time, because if you mess up, you can just redo this. If you put it on top of the cookie after you've decorated it, you mess up, then there's not a lot you can do. So, yep. Your grandmother makes great cookies, but terrible ham. Just eat the cookies then. That's the best part. Mike Davis is here on Facebook. How are you, Mike? So we've made the cookie. Let me catch everyone up to speed. So here is the cookie. It's a big round chocolate chip cookie, and we're letting it cool down because it's still quite warm. That's going to be the shield for Captain America. I've melted down some white chocolate, which I'm going to put in a piping bag. Should be good. Cut a little hole here. And we're going to draw a star. Now, it would be good to have a printout of the star the size you want. And, you know, just do that. I'm doing this all freehand. I am not an artist, so don't judge me, please. So we're going to try to do this. And I'm just going to start out with a very basic outline. Wow, that kind of went way out there. So that's the best part. We can just wipe that. Wipe that away. It went too far. I think to here is better. That one went too far too. So I think there, let me wash my hands off real quick. All right, so that's going to be what our star looks like. And we're going to just fill it in. And it's not going to look smooth at the moment, but don't worry, it will. We're going to take a toothpick and kind of smooth things out. There we go. That's good. All right. And we had plenty left over. So this is just a little trick. You can take after you pipe on chocolate or frosting or anything, you can just take a toothpick and just kind of working around. It'll smooth it out. You won't see those lines. You got to do it when it's hot, of course. Can't let it dry completely and then try it. It works better with frosting than it does with chocolate, but it does work. Just smooth that out. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but pretty good. There we go. So now we'll let this dry while we're waiting on our cookie to cool down. I keep wanting to say harden up, but cool down, I mean. So let's move that out of the way. We're done with that. And yep, speaking of cookies, my mom made some out of cake batter last year with flavors like chocolate, red velvet, and cookie or birthday cake. Oh, that's awesome. Let's angle this up. Our cookies are getting there. It's cooling down. Another 2 or 3 minutes, and we will bring that on and we'll decorate that on camera. So we also have to let our star harden up. Actually, I'm going to just take the star, put it in the refrigerator. That'll guarantee it hardens up quick. I'll bring the cookie back. So what do you say we go ahead and decorate this cookie? I'm going to go ahead and angle this down. We'll decorate this thing. And because the star is going to be the last piece of it anyway. It's cooled down. Normally I would let this cool down a lot more, but since it's a live video and I don't want to stand here all night just waiting for this to cool down, we are going to go ahead and decorate it. Yeah, the cookie crust was raspberry and raisin. Huh, cool. People are talking about different recipes they made. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just using this icing. You can use any kind of icing you want, royal icing, any type. And I'm just going to, we're going to just squirt it out and then I'm going to use like an offset spatula to spread that. And I'm going to do a little bit at a time. Let's start in the middle and we'll work our way out. Should start at the outside, really. You know, I better start at the outside. Because if not, I'll mess up the design. Yep, there we go. Pretty good coverage. We're going to end up covering it all eventually, but you know, the first thing you want to do is start with the red, and we're going to just go around. I'm going to actually put the M's face down so that the M won't show. And we'll go around, do this. And we're going to do it about 2 deep. So make sure you have enough icing. And this isn't the best icing. It does okay, but it's not the best icing for this, because you really want it to be nice and thick and sticky, which it is, but we're getting there. Cover that up. So hopefully I can do this somewhat quick because, you know, I don't want to be here all night. Oh, well, that one landed there. That's fine. And we'll go around. If I was in a regular video, I can fast forward it at this point. Yep, 1M is that way. Oh, well. It'll be okay, 1M facing up. And like I said, most of these are the peppermint M&Ms, which I haven't tried them yet this year. I think I had them last year. I can't remember. But we'll see. You could alternatively just put them each little coating on each M&M before putting it on there, but see what happens. You might drop one. Ugh, we'll set that aside. I got M&Ms in my hand. Go around. We'll get these M&Ms going, and I'm gonna do about half, and then I'll show you the other half, just so that we can change the color up and go to the white ones next. And I have these smaller M&Ms too, but they both will work fine. Bigger ones better just because it takes up more space as we go. Should have done little or smaller cookies. Be much quicker. All right, so now I'm gonna fill in the rest of this. I'm gonna do about half the cookie at a time, just to make it a little bit more interesting than just seeing the same thing over and over again. This is why it's so hard when you're doing a live video, because all this boring stuff, if it was a regular video, I could just fast forward through. But I'll try to answer questions as I do this. So the white, I'll put that on there now. So do you have Snapchat? I do have Snapchat. That's a good question. All of my social media is at FunFoods YT, whether it's Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, it doesn't matter. All of it's FunFoods YT. So I always welcome anyone to come join, follow me, and say hello. So some of these M&Ms are going to be facing up. That's okay. Captain America will approve. He understands. So let's see. Now this. We got to go with red again. I'm only going. Should I do? Yeah, I better do 2 layers of red. So it's not going to be perfect, but we'll get there. So 2 more layers of red. And then, of course, the blue, right, is in the middle. I'm just dropping them in there because it's in the middle, so it'll be fine. Let's do the rest of this. Try to do it quick so you can see the ending of it, what it looks like. Yep. I really need like 2 people here to help me put these on here while I'm doing this. That would have sped it up. All right, cool. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Sorry for the long video tonight, but we're getting there. Always fun, no matter what. So hopefully I don't run out of red. I have other reds though, so I won't run out completely. Can space them out a little bit. So that's pretty much our outer ring. We're almost done with that. All right, so our outer ring's done. Now let's get the inner ring of white. The good thing is I can spread the white out because it is white icing underneath of it. So I won't have to worry about that too much. Could have just went all white underneath of it instead of any M&Ms at all, but what fun would that be? Look at that, so close. I think that's pretty good. We're going to spread those out a little bit right there. Like I said, I do have more red. Almost done, guys, almost done. It is so close. All right, we're going to be done in just a moment. Almost done with this thing. Take one more. Yeah, there's one more right there. And we'll do more blue. And then we'll put our star on there, and then that will be it. A couple more blue. Look at that. It's coming along. All right, now we just have to get our star. Let's get this stuff out of the way. This one I'll eat. Okay, so we can just take this and put our star right upside down. Right in the middle. And there is our Captain America cookie in honor of the great Stan Lee, creator of Marvel, all the main characters. Yeah, he's so looking good. Thank you, Hannah. I hope everyone enjoys this. Let's get a couple pictures for Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, what are you waiting for? So I'm going to move this up a little bit. And we'll get a couple more pictures later, but right now I think that's pretty good. Yep. So let me angle this up, and Mike says, awesome. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Phyllis says, looks good. Thank you. So I'm going to hold this up and show you guys what we made and just talk about it briefly. How's the start? Oh, yeah. So what do you guys think? Oh, let me angle my camera down on Facebook. That's way too high. Good job. Thank you, Martha. So this is our chocolate chip cookie, and it's decorated like the Captain America shield. And this is in honor of Stan Lee, who passed away yesterday. He was creator, Marvel Entertainment, made almost every superhero we think about today. Pretty cool, isn't it? He lived a good, long 95-year-old life. So this is kind of celebrating his life. Here it is. So Captain America in honor of Stan Lee, his cookie. And Stan Lee would be proud. I'm glad. I wish he was here. So yeah, so anyway, looks good. I want to thank all of you for joining me on this live stream. I know it was a long one tonight, almost an hour long. So there's a lot of decorating, but well worth it. I'm glad you all joined me. And as always, make sure you're checking out the next video, liking, sharing. I really appreciate it. Christmas videos will be coming up, I think, next week. Probably next Tuesday or so on Facebook, Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, we will get there. We'll make the Christmas videos. They'll be coming out. But I just wanted to do this live, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good week, good, safe week. I will see you guys next video.